In the world of One Piece, power comes in many forms. Some devil fruits grant you fire, others lightning. Some let you move at incredible speeds, but one is so deceptively quiet that it's completely overlooked. And why? Well, because it kinda lets you control books. Sounds lame, right? Yeah, it is, until you realize this book fruit can trap you in a prison you'll never be able to escape from. This fruit is so broken, it's basically a life sentence disguised as a library, and no one's talking about it. Let's change that. The book fruit, or the Buku no Mi, is a paramecia type devil fruit that allows the user to turn any real world thing into information and store that information inside a book. This can be done in two ways. First is by hovering an open book over the target. They will then be placed under a visual illusion, it's a genjutsu for real, that they are within the book's world, which will cease once the book is shut. Secondly, the user can physically trap targets inside a book, turning them into illustrations within that book where they will not age, ever. But this isn't just some magical Kindle. Mont-d'Or has shown that he can imprison actual living people inside these books, freezing them in place and locking them into some type of permanent stasis. That way they don't age and they don't change. So if you were wounded when you walk in, you'll be wounded when you get out. Permanent preservation. Here's the scary part. People trapped inside these books cannot escape on their own. They're kept in what seems to be like suspended animation, fully conscious but completely helpless. It's kind of crazy. Now, if the book is open and you're in prison, you can communicate and yell out there, but the chances of someone getting in your book to free you is slim to none, unless you have plot armor. Mont-d'Or used his power to imprison massive creatures like rare animals, entire pirate crews, or other intelligent opponents. He basically has a pocket dimension prison, and all it takes is writing them into a book. Imagine if someone with grander ambitions had this devil fruit. Like, you wouldn't get flashy battles and sword fights and cannons. No, you get pages, paragraphs, soliloquies for all your enemies. Your penmanship would be unmatched. But the fruit isn't just for imprisonment. You see, Mont-d'Or uses the book to create physical constructs, like entire book-based buildings, doors, and portals. The Green Lantern of books, if you will. He can rearrange an entire battlefield, create false exits, or even trap enemies inside book dimensions during combat. Essentially, you're given part battlefield control with part psychological warfare. You put it together and you have a great story. I'd read that book. I know this already sounds crazy, but we're not done. It's often easy to overlook and forget the fact that the book fruit is a book, which means its primary purpose is to gather data or to inform. See, the user can take everything. Like I said, the user can take everything. They can categorize and store everything. People, locations, objects, animals, everything with insane detail. Think about it, right? An enemy with this fruit could track rare devil fruits, document known weaknesses for enemies and allies alike. We don't discriminate. Blackmail targets, map out entire islands. It's like having Vegapunk's whole library in your back pocket. And you can weaponize it without having to argue with 7 other versions of yourself. Honestly, the only reason I think people sleep on this devil fruit is because Mont-d'Or isn't even a top tier fighter. Like, he's not. But if you combine his powers with someone else that is, like, imagine his wherewithal and his knowledge knowing the whole battlefield layout, and then you combine that with Law's room or Robin or anything. You combine this devil fruit with any tactician, it'd be amazing. In addition to that, you can also control the books freely, telekinetically, giving you footholds, places to fly around, and mobility. This fruit grants you mobility, a pocket dimension to hide and or store things, perfect preservation of anything you put in there, the ability to convey and store information in a neat and organized manner, and the ability to admire your art from afar. Honestly, that's top tier. But the most terrifying part about it is, unless you destroy the book, there's no known way to free the person inside. Like, yes, if you can find the book, you can burn the book, release your peoples. Yes, but what if the book is locked away? What if the book gets stored somewhere and then sealed underwater? That's a death sentence. And that's why this fruit is so underrated. Are there any other underrated devil fruits you guys want to hear about? Did I do a good job explaining this one? If the answer is yes, thank you. Really tried. If the answer is anything otherwise, Let me know in the comment section, because y'all be coming for me sometimes, and I don't appreciate that, but all criticism is welcome. And if you made it this far, regardless whether you liked it or not, I appreciate you watching. I know it takes some time out. And be sure to like it if you made it this far. Subscribe so you don't miss any other anime videos. And if you have a request, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Oh, and what if the One Piece wasn't the friends we made along the way? What if the One Piece is fake?